Wagwan, everybody, wagwan. My name is Dynesti, royal hip hop soul with a dash of rude gal. That's Caribbean lady with attitude for ya. Okay. I am also a live performance coach and a financial coach, and I'm gonna get into some live performance coaching for y'all today, if that's okay with everybody. Is that okay? Is that okay? All right, so I'm going to talk about the most important thing that I think every live entertainer needs to remember. Everything that exists on this physical plane was first created up here. All right? I'm not trying to be all hippie-ish with y'all, but it's a fact, okay? See this microphone right here? It didn't just come into existence in my hand out of nowhere. Somebody thought up this invention. Someone created it up here in their mind and then put in the work for it to exist on this physical plane in my hand. All right? The same thing exists for your live performances. I know that feels like common sense, but there's more to it than just that. All right? A lot more. Creativity comes from your inner child. Your inner child. Now, see, I know some of y'all looking at me like, oh my God, what you talking about? I'm an adult. I got responsibilities. Do you know what a responsibility is? Okay. I have bills. Some of y'all got kids. Okay. You got other priorities. Do you know what priorities are? Yes, I hear you. And I understand. Okay, a lot of people become less creative and more miserable as they get older because they are not spending enough time being creative. Because being a little kid sometimes is not a priority for them. They got bills to pay. I get it. Right? But you are creative. You are somebody who thinks outside of the box. You are an entrepreneur. You are somebody who wants to speak on stage and entertain people. You want to be an entertainer. That comes from your inner child. Actually, when you are at the highest realm of creation, your adult self shuts up and your inner child is running free and doing all of the work for you. I don't know if you've ever realized that. Okay? A lot of people did not even get the opportunity to be children. I was one of those people. I had a lot of responsibilities way before I should have. I had things that I had to take care of, other kids I had to take care of. I felt like I was an adult before I was ever an adult, okay? And if you are one of those people who grew up in one of those rough households where you had a lot of responsibilities and didn't get to nourish yourself as a child, your inner child is going to need that nourishment now more than ever. You're trying to be a creative. You're trying to make music. You're trying to entertain and connect with people. You're trying to do something outside the box, different, something that's going to make you stand out. You got to find that inner child that still exists in you, no matter how much of an adult you have to be right now. That child still exists, and you got to meet that child. You got to talk to that child. You got to work with that child to heal all of the things that you've been through in your childhood and in your adolescence and whatnot. You got to do the work to heal from all of the crap you went through. You got to release that child, let that child play, and let that child create a whole new life for you. I'm not just talking live performance. I'm talking your entire life. Your inner child is going to do most of the work for you. Okay? Imagination is where everything starts. This is not just true for live performance. This is true for every area of your life. Your inner child is going to daydream a whole new reality for you. But right now we're going to focus on just live performance. Okay? If you don't spend time with that kid inside of you, that mini you that still exists in your soul, there is no way you're going to be able to compete with all these other people. Adults don't have the energy. Adults got too much on their plate. You need to free that kid that is within and let that kid play. Those kids are the ones that have the energy to be jumping all over stages. The kids are the ones who have all of the limitless possibilities in their mind, so they're able to come up with all these creative lines and bars and different songs and stuff like that. The kid inside is the one that's going to be doing most of the work for y'all. Okay? So, a lot of people do not talk about this, but you have to do whatever it takes to free that inner child, release that inner child for you to be an excellent entertainer. Sometimes connecting and freeing that inner child looks like going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with that. If you got to go to therapy, do whatever you got to do, but you need to let that child heal, let that child get set free, okay? Sometimes it looks like going to the gym. You know, maybe you gotta do some boxing, punch something because you went through too much as a kid, okay? Sometimes it looks like just being around new people. Sometimes you just gotta change your whole environment. You gotta move, you gotta take a risk, go somewhere else, right? Stop, let go of some old friends. Sometimes that's what it looks like. You gotta do whatever you gotta do, honey. And I know it's gonna be hard. It's a very ugly, sometimes hideous process, but it's mandatory. Until you do that, there's no way that you're going to be vibrant and energetic and just everything everybody wants to see on stage. There's no way, honey. You got to release yourself, every part of yourself, especially that wounded inner child. Because the reason why you're getting the shakes on stage, the reason why you're fearful, why you're comparing yourself to so many other people, why you feel like you're just not enough, why you have all of these doubts, is because that inner kid is not thinking, hey, I'm just on stage and I'm going to play and come up with all of these colors and these new creations and stuff like that. Your inner child is thinking, I am not receiving enough love or attention, and I don't have anything to give you right now. Right? When you've taken care of yourself, you can imagine all the different colors, all of the outfits. You can stand on stage and be like, I am amazing. I'm a butterfly. I'm a dandelion. I'm a princess. I'm a lion. I'm a whatever I want. You can be whatever you want when that inner kid is just allowed to play, because that's the key. When you're performing, you're not really performing, you are playing. If your inner kid is not alive and nourished and fed and loved by you, what are you gonna do? In that case, you're just memorizing some lines and standing up in front of people and delivering them. Okay, the kid is the one that needs to play on stage for us to be entertained. Trust me, because when that kid is awakened and is doing whatever the heck crazy things, outside the box things that kid comes up with on stage, everybody else's inner kid is gonna come alive and want to join into the party. Okay, all the kids want to play at the party. Trust me, they want to play at the party. That's what happens at all of my live shows. And this is something that a lot of performance coaches do not talk about, but it's one of the things that I work on the most in my private sessions with folks. Your inner child does the work. So please go and take care of your inner child. I probably said that word like 1,000,000 times in this, but it's a fact. All right? Please love yourself. Do whatever you got to do to free that kid, because as soon as that kid is free, you'll actually have all that you need to get started. And then from there, all you got to do is enhance some skills, enhance your skill set to get better and better at your live shows. And enhancing your skill set takes a lot of work, but trust me, the most work that you're going to have to do is that inner work. Okay, so start there. All right, so my name is Dynesti. You can book a session with me. Just follow, my name, my ats down there. Okay, click the link in the bio, Arts from Home. Please support, donate. I got a lot more that I can give you, and there's going to be a lot more on this page. Support the other artists, support our communities. Let's get it. It's time to work together as a people. The world is crazy right now. If there was ever a time for us to get together, it's right now. So show each other some love. I love you. Bless up.